Last year I was able to get from armpit length to mid back length, which is what I aimed for from January until December, and it actually worked. So this year, well, now I'm going to be showing you my natural hair care routine and the one that I'm following for this year. It's very, very similar to last year, to be honest. If not, it's exactly the same. But I thought I would just show you what I'm doing because I'm literally only using 6 products for the whole year. So feel free to watch along and see how I'll be growing my hair. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Celestine and I'm simply here documenting my hair journey. I'm going from shave to tailbone length and I'm aiming to do that within 7 years. I'm coming up to 5 years in the journey now, and as I mentioned, I'm just at mid back length. So hopefully I will be hitting my goal of tailbone length within about like a year and a half, 2 years. I'm hoping. So yeah, stay tuned for the journey. You're also welcome to check back on my earlier videos. Some of them, they started kind of like 2020, 2021, and you can see my hair really, really short and just, yeah, there's not much going on there. Those videos weren't great, but I'd love for you to see where I was starting from. Okay, I first begin by washing my hair with African black soap shampoo. I didn't show you that part, but it's literally just as simple as that, just simply washing my hair with the shampoo. And then after I've washed my hair, whilst I'm still in the shower, I apply the aloe vera juice that you just saw me spraying on my hair. So I do apply that in the shower to allow it to soak in while my cuticles are still open. Then now that I'm doing my hair, I have sprayed some again. So I sprayed a little bit more aloe vera juice, and then you can see me now applying the shea butter. I usually use a shea butter mix. It's mixed in with some oils and some essential oils, I think. I can't remember what else is in there, to be honest. But it just makes it more softer and my hair receives it a lot more. But the mix ran out, and so I was just using raw shea butter this time. Now you can see me applying Jamaican black castor oil. Again, this isn't typically the oil that I would use. This is more of the scalp oil that I use, but I had run out of Jamaican black castor oil, the original one, and I just haven't had a chance to replace it. So in the meantime, I'm using this one. This also has Jamaican black castor oil in it, but it is mixed with some other oils, you see, whereas the other one is literally just straight Jamaican black castor oil. Now, I really love this for my hair. I have literally been using this oil since day one. I think back in the day, I was using a bit of coconut oil as well, but yeah, Jamaican black castor oil has 100% been a staple for the past 5 years. I have spoken in my previous natural hair care video about my use of tools, detangling tools, and I was trialing a time of not using them, but I just felt like it wasn't working for me, to be honest. So I have gone back to using detangling brushes or wide tooth combs, but I literally only use them on wash day, which is only every 2 weeks. So I don't feel like it's you know, pulling out too much hair or anything like that. I think it works pretty fine, and I just feel like it gets all of the shed hairs out, which is just, that's the purpose of it really, isn't it? Something I should have mentioned before was the fact that I wash my hair in the twists. I don't undo my hair, I literally just wash it in twists. So I'm literally taking out one twist at a time, putting in the necessary products, and then retwisting it. That's my go-to protective style, twists or plaits. You may occasionally see me rocking some flat twists or maybe even K-Rows this year, who knows, I don't know. But then another thing that you'll see me doing all the time is sealing my ends with flaxseed gel. I use flaxseed gel because it hardens around the ends of my hair and stops the ends of my hair from kind of having too much friction and then breaking and causing split ends and single strand knots. So that's something that I use all the time. As we know, the ends of our hair are the oldest part of our hair and therefore the most fragile. So that's what I tend to protect the most. Doesn't mean that I neglect the rest of my hair, but I do really want to protect the ends of my hair because they're very, very prone to breakage. And if we let them break, then that's when we're not going to see growth. Or I should say, we're not going to see length retention. So just to recap at this point, the 6 products that I'm going to be using all year round are African black soap shampoo, then the aloe vera juice, then I'll apply shea butter, then it's Jamaican black castor oil, then I'll apply the flaxseed gel to my ends, and lastly, I'll be using a scalp oil in my hair when I do kind of scalp massages. I'll be washing my hair every 2 weeks, but within that 2-week time frame, I'll also be re-moisturizing my hair because I don't want to allow my hair to get dry. If it gets dry, then it breaks. That's what was happening with my hair before I started intentionally growing it. I didn't realize that my hair was dry and therefore it was breaking off at the same rate that it was growing. So I didn't see any of that length that I was actually getting. So I'm going to make sure to keep up with re-moisturizing my hair, and when I'm wearing twists, that will be every maybe 3, 4, 5 days or so. Okay, so I'm going to re-moisturize by respraying that aloe vera juice. I'm going to skip this shea butter mix. That's kind of not necessary. Well, I may use it, but I may not. But then I'm usually just going to go straight to applying the oil, which is the Jamaican black castor oil. Then I will reseal my ends again with the flaxseed gel, and I'm going to vine wrap the ends and keep those as protected as I can. Just on that, if you'd be up for me doing like a vlog style 1 or 2 weeks in my hair type video, drop a blue heart in the comments. I must admit, I like to keep my routine simple, and that's because for me, the simpler it is, the easier it is for me to be consistent to it and just maintain it throughout a whole year. If it was too complicated, if I was deep conditioning every single week, if I was pre-pooing every single week and all these other things, I don't think I would stick to it. It would just get too overwhelming and I wouldn't do it. But I would love to hear from you. Do you guys feel that your routine is simple? Do you prefer a simple routine? Or is yours maybe a lot more complicated and maybe takes longer? What you can see me doing now is something called cocooning or vine wrapping. I learnt this initially from Naturally High. She calls it cocooning, and also Naturally Nika calls it vine wrapping, where they just simply wrap the ends of their hair, maybe the last 3-4 inches or so, probably 3 inches I'd say, back up your hair and round like a vine. I feel as though vine wrapping helps to stretch out the ends of my hair, and therefore if the ends of my hair are stretched, then there's less tangles, less breakage, less single strand knots and all of that, less split ends as well. But another benefit that I feel that I get from vine wrapping my ends is it leaves this really nice like coil or curl. Once I take it out, it just looks so good. I think I was talking to my husband in the background here. But yeah, so this is pretty much my natural hair care routine, and that's what I'm going to be following throughout this year to get me to waist length. So I don't know, what you guys think about this routine. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Do you feel like it's too simple? What is your routine like? Is yours this simple, or maybe yours is even simpler, in which case I definitely want to hear about it. A lot of people say if you want your hair to grow, just leave it alone. I personally think that is trash. I'm just going to be honest. I think that's trash because it's not true that you leave it alone. You do have to do things with it. Yes, it's 100% beneficial to not manipulate it, but you can't just leave your hair alone. That's not going to work. Anyway, I recently did a live with you guys on YouTube, and I absolutely loved hearing from you. You guys were commenting and all sorts whilst I was there and able to talk back to you, and I loved it. So I'm going to be doing much more of those this year. So feel free to subscribe to this channel. I would encourage you to subscribe and also turn your notification bell on so that you will be alerted when I'm going live. I really want to be able to catch up with you, see how you're getting on with your hair journeys, talk about what you guys are doing, what's your routine looking like. So yeah, do make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you live on YouTube.